polity will give you opportunity to use that theory or apply that theory in system. When we will discuss the impact of IT on fundamental rights, we will discuss what? How president is different from governor, how prime minister is different from. We will have to be careful about the structure of judiciary, procedure of judiciary, behavior of judiciary, and your all 4 GS papers plus optional paper. You cannot be agent of party, you cannot be agent of caste, you cannot be agent of any community, you cannot be agent of any gender. You will have to know parliamentary proceedings, you will have to know what kind of bills they are going to introduce and why they are going to introduce.
UPSC preparation begins with one practical question. How do you turn a vast syllabus into a clear, workable study process? That clarity does not come from adding more material. It comes from a structure that decides sequence, priority and review. The Delhi GS Foundation course at Vision IS is built around that structure. Core subjects are taught in a planned flow, so concepts build instead of overlapping. Current affairs are integrated with static topics, so relevance is clear from the start. Tests are used to check understanding at the right stage, not just to measure scores. Mentorship focuses on keeping preparation aligned as the syllabus progresses. The result is a preparation process that stays steady and predictable, even as the syllabus expands. If you are looking for a structured approach to general studies, covering both prelims and mains with regular guidance and review, this course provides that framework. Vision IS Delhi GS Foundation course starting from 6th January at 11 am, 16th January at 8 am and 23rd January at 5 pm at Karol Bagh and 7th January at 6 pm for English and 12th January at 11 am for Hindi at GTB Nagar. For more information, visit our website or call us on the given numbers.
Good afternoon. So before me you discuss geography. Okay, good. How was the geography? Good. Okay. I want to discuss with you and I will discuss with you one very important area that will play I think a decisive role in paper 2 as well as in paper 4 in mains, and of course will play a very decisive role in pre-GS. Hope all of you know that first of all you will have to appear in pre and then mains. That I think you all know. So area I will discuss with you, and in your regular classes I will cover. That will be constitution and polity, right? So straightway I think we should start. Huh? I will cover constitution and polity. Okay. I am sure you people will be familiar with the word constitution. Huh? You are familiar with the word constitution? Try to interact with me. Okay. Then it will be easy. Otherwise, very boring. Because one by one faculties will come and try to vomit their opinion, and you people helplessly, mercilessly will be exploited. So don't do that. Interact with me. Okay. All of you know constitution, I think. You are familiar with the word constitution. And how many of you are familiar with the word polity? That also you are familiar with? Okay. Can you guess how these two are different? Or do you think both are same? It is simply guess. I am not expecting any correct answer, or I am not going to test you. Different? Okay. Okay. And before coming to this class, to attend this class, you people had any impression of polity that we are going to discuss? We will discuss today polity also. You had? Okay. But I am sure, I think you are not expecting constitution to discuss, but polity, of course, to discuss. Huh? And I am going to start with constitution and polity. What actually happened that students who start their preparation, unfortunately, because of their own unwillingness to know and lack of information, and at the same time contribution of this kind of market you are going to enter, and to some extent we means we faculties also are responsible for this kind of impression that we discuss, we deal, we prepare polity, and that is the first mistake we commit. Okay. When you will see your syllabus, you will find constitution separately, polity separately, governance separately, social justice separately, and international relation also separately. That is the title of paper 2 as far as the main syllabi is concerned. So out of 5 major areas in paper 2, these 2 I will cover: constitution and polity. Constitution, in layman language you will understand, will give you theory, and polity will give you opportunity to use that theory or apply that theory in system. If you will not know theory, try to focus here, my dear. If you are sitting in class, my class is known for discipline also. Once I started my section, I am expecting your attention. Okay. I am not a robot to start button and to complete. Be careful. So polity is nothing but application of constitution. If you will not know constitution, it will be very difficult for you to understand how your polity operate or is operated. So polity, in short, in layman language, is nothing but a system responsible to run the government, system responsible to serve the people of the country, a system responsible to maintain the philosophical inputs given in the constitution. Now you will understand, without knowing constitution, difficult for people to understand what polity will do. Take example. All of you know the name of Prime Minister of India. What his name is? Narendra Modi. Okay. If I will ask you that what kind of a role or what is the responsibility of Prime Minister of India as per Constitution? All of you are aware about Prime Minister of India? So if someone will ask you that what are the responsibilities of Prime Minister of India, or Prime Minister of India is responsible for what, or what are the duties of Prime Minister of India? Possible for you to answer? Every day you will find Narendra Modi here and there in news. And I think you all know that people used to respond on social media and everywhere, Prime Minister ka danka baj raha hai, etc. Not like that. Right? But what are the constitutional duties of Prime Minister? So for that, we will have to know what is constitution first. You are not answering, but if I will ask this question to rickshaw wala also will answer. Modi ji ka ye kaam hai, these are the responsibilities of Modi ji, these are the responsibilities of Prime Minister of India. Or if you will ask a question, Prime Minister of India is doing good thing or not? Of course doing good thing. Or opposition will comment, no, not doing anything. Right or wrong? But they don't know what actually constitution demand. So if people who will not understand constitution will not understand polity. That's why your syllabus says constitution and polity, not only polity. So first mistake beginner commit to confine themselves to polity only. It is not polity. It is constitution and polity. Now, what you will cover in constitution, what you will read in constitution? You will read in constitution the concept of constitution, what actually constitution is. Then you will find what kind of constitution we have. Of constitution India has. Any problem, beta? If you want to smile, we all try to smile. Why alone? If you are a beginner and you are attending the class, you should be serious. Otherwise, it will be a wastage of your time. I'm not here to preach you. A very different kind of class you are attending. Be careful. This is the second time I am advising you. So what first you will discuss? What is constitution and what kind of constitution we have in our country. Then you will find the preamble of the constitution. You may not know these names, but hope you have experience of any book you have read. You will find every book starts with preface. Have you seen preface of any book? So preface is nothing but a preamble of constitution. Then you will find here fundamental rights. Have you heard fundamental rights? Fundamental rights, directive principles, and fundamental duties. Number of rights are given in the constitution, but number of rights are not given in the constitution. For example, privacy right. You know privacy? Privacy right is not written in constitution. But whatsoever given in constitution interpreted by judiciary to incorporate privacy also. It means these all three you will understand along with judicial interpretation. Judicial interpretation. It means without judgment given by judiciary, difficult for us to understand or fundamental rights or directive principles or fundamental duties. You know Kanhaiya Kumar? How many of you are familiar? Kanhaiya Kumar, you don't know? You know? Okay. One political leader, well renowned, popular. There is a case Kanhaiya Kumar versus Delhi. And in that case, Supreme Court said that if you will not respect your fundamental duty, what duty you have, judiciary will not protect your fundamental right. It means you have some duties, and if you will not do accordingly, your rights will not be protected even by judiciary. It means when we will discuss fundamental right, we will have to link that fundamental right with fundamental duties. It means there must be interlinkage of topic. Our approach will be interdisciplinary and at the same time intradisciplinary. Interdisciplinary, two or more than two topics. Intradisciplinary, in one topic, number of subtopics will be covered. Right? For example, you have a right to worship. You have right to worship. That is a religion related right. Right? At the same time, you have another right called right to express. So worship and express both are very much interlinked or not? What you will express? You will express your loyalty, you will express your gratitude, you will express your dedication, devotion, determination. Right or wrong? If I am a Christian, my devotion will be towards Jesus. If I am Hindu, my devotion will be towards Rama. If I am Muslim, my devotion will be towards Prophet. So devotion is one expression, and that expression you will find in one article in Constitution, and religion related aspect you will find another one. Getting it? So interlinkage as well as intralinkage approach will be there. Getting it? And everything will be interpreted in context of judicial judgment. One another example I am giving you. Reservation, you know? Reservation. People are getting reservation. Getting it? Reservation is a right or no? Yes or no? Scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, OBC, economically weaker section, they all are getting reservation. Now question is, reservation is their right or not? They are enjoying any fundamental right called reservation? No. But you will find number of politicians used to say, reservation is our right. Haan beta? There is no exception fundamental right like reservation. Interpretation. There is no right called reservation. But when judiciary interpreted rights, considered reservation can be a right, can be. Not essential for anyone to claim reservation. Even scheduled caste, scheduled tribes cannot claim reservation. So perception will change or not? Will change. So how will change? Because of judgments. Getting it? So all three are interlinked, and this will help us in understanding institution, their roles and their responsibilities. Getting it? If you have fundamental rights, suppose privacy, possible for government to infringe your privacy? If you have privacy as fundamental right, right, and government going to intervene your privacy, possible for government to go for the same? No. Are you aware about recent controversy when very good, very good, Sanchar Sathi? Are you aware about Sanchar Sathi? So Sanchar Sathi was what? Government was trying to enter in mobile phone to know everything whatsoever data you have. That was a perfect violation of or breach of your privacy. So government withdrew. That kind of thing will be essential for us to discuss here. And that will be called actually what? Current affair. Generally students used to. Nothing is current. Current as such is not a topic or subject. Current is related to subject. Current is related to subject. Before my class, you people discuss geography. If there will be any kind of volcanic eruption anywhere in world, whenever faculty will engage you in discussion volcano, that volcanic eruption will be covered. So there is no any subject called current. Current will be integral part of your subject. Whatsoever going on, that will cover current also. Getting it? Nowadays you will find SIR, all of you are I think familiar with, is current. So when people will discuss election somewhere, SIR will be topic. If you read newspaper, you will find governors refuse to read the speech. So role of governor, So all current aspects will come along with the topic itself. There will be no any separate subject like current affair. Okay. So where we will discuss fundamental rights, directive principles and duties along with judicial judgments and current affairs. Okay. Then we will discuss another part that is called constitutional amendment. Constitutional amendment. Hope you people are aware, in 2024, one political party was talking about 400 seats. Give us 400 seats, we will write new constitution. Right? Now question is, any political party in power actually can write constitution or not? Or they are simply going to bluff you, going to cheat you? Hardly common people aware about it. But students of constitution will come to know that constitution itself not going to give any right or authority to write constitution. Constitution is giving you right to amend constitution, not to write constitution. So if any political party will come with 543 seats in Lok Sabha, we have maximum. If we'll come out with 543 seats in Lok Sabha, and in Rajya Sabha we have 245. So if we'll come out with 245, suppose in Rajya Sabha, there is no opposition party. Even then they cannot write constitution. They can amend constitution, but they cannot write constitution. And when they will amend the constitution, even then you will find basic structure that cannot be amended. So conditions are going to be imposed. It means no one can do anything whatsoever wants to do. They will do and they can do, or they will have to do only as per the demand of constitution. And whatsoever constitution allows, only that kind of thing can be done by the system. Otherwise, judiciary will declare that one unconstitutional. So constitution is very important for us to understand what kind of rules, regulations, laws or provisions are given to us to run polity. I will repeat. Constitution is for what? Constitution is to understand that how and in what way our polity will perform, or we will operate polity, how constitution will decide. And who will interpret constitution? Judiciary will interpret constitution. So whenever we will read constitution, whenever we will understand constitution, judicial judgments, judicial interpretations will be very, very important. That's why fact or rote learning will not be sufficient. Rote learning, you know, cramming. So factual study will not help. Rote learning will not help, that take one book and cram. No, that will not help. We will have to accommodate current aspects. We will have to be careful about judicial interpretation. We will have to develop our conceptual understanding of constitution. And once we will develop that constitutional understanding, last topic I am sharing with you a part of constitution that is called constitutional morality and constitutionalism. That is called constitutional morality and constitutionalism. This one is a perfect example to share with you that syllabus will not be sufficient based on whatsoever written in your syllabus. These two words are not written in your syllabus. But in last 10 years, UPSC had 4 questions in paper 4 and 1 question in paper 2. It means this topic is the perfect example to say that our paper 2 is linked with paper 4 and nothing is mentioned in constitution, in your syllabus, neither in paper 2 nor in paper 4 in detail. That is called constitutional morality and constitutionalism. Then why we discuss that? You may ask a question. We discuss it because from here to here, the crux of all topics you will find here: constitutional morality and constitutionalism. The crux will be the constitutional morality and constitutionalism. That will be based on whatsoever you will discuss before this topic. And when you will discuss constitutional morality and constitutionalism, number of new ideas will come. For example, nowadays we are talking about digital democracy. Digital constitutionalism. Digital constitutionalism. We are talking about linguistic constitutionalism and linguistic secularism. Linguistic secularism. Digital constitutionalism. So this kind of jargons are very much in use today. Your friend was talking about one app recently, right? That app actually is related to what? Digital constitutionalism. So when we will discuss that privacy, when we will discuss that app, when we will discuss the impact of IT on fundamental rights, we will discuss what? Digital constitutionalism. So these are the areas that will be covered in constitution. And these are not given in your syllabus. Whatsoever marks you will get in paper 2, the most decisive factor is constitution. The most decisive factor is constitution. And constitution is purely technical and conceptual. It will demand technically sound and conceptually clear informations. Only then we will understand polity. Getting my point? Otherwise, polity section almost will be zero. If students will not understand constitution, if they will not know judicial interpretations, hardly will understand polity. So very important or most important thing is to understand the constitution. And the topics I shared with you, these topics will be covered under the heading constitution. Does not mean constitution now is over. But these are the basics to cover to enter in polity. Polity also is based on constitution. So these are the basics to cover to enter in polity only. Getting it? Now we are going to enter in polity. When we will enter in polity, you will find the first division of polity is called executive. Is called executive. Polity will start with executive. Polity is nothing but a system. Okay, it will deal with system, and system will deal with what? Structure of the system, procedure of the system, and behavior of the system. I will repeat. Structure of the system means Lok Sabha, how will be constituted, the process of election, and actual behavior of parliamentarians inside the parliament. That is behavior. So, every political institution will be divided into three parts: structural, procedural, and behavioral. Three parts will be there. Time and again I will not write, considering the time constraint. So, every system will be with three aspects. One is structural aspect, second one is procedural aspect, and third one is behavioral aspect. Right? When we will talk about executive, we will discuss union. Union, you know, union means popularly central government. Union means central government. So, union executive and state executive. It means prime minister, president in at national level, state level, governor, chief minister, right? So, how they are appointed, how they are elected, this kind of things will come under executive. Will be divided into two parts, right? Then you will find one another called legislative. Again, legislative will be divided into two parts. That will be union and state. Right or wrong? Here you will find Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Here you will find legislative assembly and legislative council. Then we will compare Lok Sabha with assembly, Rajya Sabha with council. Similarly, we will compare union with state, how president is different from governor, how prime minister is different from chief minister, or both are similar. Getting it? Again, structure, procedure, and behavior will come. Then third, we will talk about a very important, that is judiciary. So, structure of judiciary, procedure of judiciary, and behavior of judiciary. Take example here. Nowadays, judiciary is enjoying respect or not? No. Why? Be open. Frankly, answer me. Why? You answer me in zero time. Influenced by party and corporates. Your friend said, right? So you will find that even everyone may not support his philosophy, but number of people are there to think about, right? He is not alone. So judiciary is not performing its best as far as the behavior is concerned. So when we will discuss Indian judiciary, we will have to be careful about the structure of judiciary, procedure of judiciary, behavior of judiciary, and reform in judiciary. Right or wrong? So what are the functions of judiciary will not be sufficient. Or what kind of authority they are enjoying not sufficient. But how they are supposed to behave. They are not expected to be influenced by party in power or party in opposition or corporate bodies. Right or wrong? Getting my point? So judiciary will be covered, and you may know judiciary is at district level, district judiciary. Judiciary is at state level high court. Judiciary is at union level Supreme Court, right? But when we will discuss judiciary, these all three will be considered as traditional judiciary. This will be considered as traditional judiciary. We will cover in judiciary one another section called ADRM. ADRM is known as alternate dispute resolution mechanism. For example, family court, you know, family court, where divorce related issues. Lok Adalat, are you familiar with? So Lok Adalat, no, not Lokayukt. Lokayukt is different. Lokayukt and Lokpal, both are different. So here you will find Lok Adalat, here you will find family court. That kind of courts will be considered alternate dispute resolution. Okay? And then we will discuss conceptual aspects here. Concepts. What kind of concepts, beta? Hope some of you may be familiar with the word PIL. You know PIL? Public interest litigation. You may know judicial review. You may know judicial activism, you know. Are you familiar with the word judicial activism? When judges cross their own limit, right, directly or indirectly, that will be called judicial activism. Getting it? Take one example. Judges can make law. Who makes law? Legislature. Judges can make law. They can interpret only. But if judges will try to make law or will force legislature to frame a law as per their direction, that will be activism. Getting it? Because we have in our country separation of power. So judiciary is different, executive is different, legislature different. Getting it? Then our next topic will be federalism and union-state relation. You know federal system. India is federation or not, people used to discuss. Right? So we will have to understand what is federation and how union and state are in relationship. Relationship good or bad? Hostile. Relation between West Bengal and Delhi government. Good or bad? Bad. And relationship between Uttar Pradesh government and Delhi government. Good. It means party politics decide relationship. Right or wrong? Constitution is not going to decide. What is going to decide? Party politics. So we will come to know that what constitution expect and what actually happening. Right? I am giving one example. Every year, President of India, you will find on 1st of February, our parliament will be called. President of India will deliver a speech. And that speech will be written by government. That speech will be read by President of India. In the same way, governors at state level are expected to read the speech. But study and day before study, Tamil Nadu governor, now Karnataka governor, they are not reading the speech prepared by government. So they are performing not as executive as per the demand of constitution, but they are playing in the hand of union government, because union government is appointing authority. So we will have to know what actually Constitution says and how they behave. Getting it? Then we will come to know our fifth point, local government, Panchayati Raj institution. Emergency provision also will come in this. Local government, panchayat and urban local bodies. Hope you know this kind of thing, right? Now, local bodies are effective in India or not? Effective means powerful or not? Local bodies. Asking you. You are familiar with local bodies? Either panchayat in rural areas or in urban areas, municipal corporations. Right? They are effectively performing their duty, or they are very much dependent on state government. Dependent on state government. So we will have to discuss here. Why then constitutional provision given? If PRI is dependent on state government, so what is the significance of local body? Right or wrong? That we will have to discuss. Any of you from village? You are from village. You have panchayat. You know Sarpanch? Who is Sarpanch? You can name any, I don't know. Okay. But some of you will elect them in your family? Okay. So Sarpanchs are doing well? Not doing well. Okay. So Sarpanch is not doing well. Nothing wrong. They cannot do well. Because state government is not allowing them to do well. Right? Now suppose this kind of question will come, and the way we will discuss in class I am sharing with you. Now suppose that you will be given responsibility to answer that how you will improve PRI. Suppose you will be given responsibility to improve PRI. Then what will be your suggestion? One suggestion at least. Good. Make powerful local bodies. Now understand, make powerful local bodies, right? You are right. But who will make? State government. And the state government is not doing. That part we will have to discuss. Because suggestions when we give, it should be done. They should be empowered. But if people who are responsible to empower are not empowering, your suggestion will be meaningless. Everyone will give the same kind of suggestion. Right or wrong? Then how we will get marks? This kind of things we will have to discuss in class. And after local government, finally we will come called bodies. That will be last. Bodies. Bodies means constitutional bodies, statutory bodies and quasi-judicial bodies. Election Commission, you know, it is constitutional body. Recently, yesterday itself, Supreme Court warned Election Commission, you know it, on the issue of West Bengal. And Supreme Court said, you are not authoritarian. You cannot do whatsoever you want to do. You don't have unlimited authority. Getting it? So when you will discuss topic like Election Commission, it will be essential for you to know the observation of, again, judiciary. Okay, you are familiar with what freebie? Our political parties used to come and give lollipop. Huh? Anyone from Bihar? Huh. 10,000, very famous in Bihar. Rest of you know 10,000? No. Women were given 10,000. Right? Without telling them it is a loan. And they realize that 10,000. They use that 10,000 in puja called Chhat. Now state government is demanding return that 10,000. Yes, that is a fact. You know it? You got that 10,000? Sorry. You got 10,000? Your mother? Oh. You people are not nationalist, I think. So, whosoever in Bihar got, now they are suffering that how we will return that 10,000. So, freebie is good or bad? Or what is freebie? In today's newspaper, you will find Supreme Court's observation that freebie is not welfare. You did not read, not a big issue. I am trying to attract your attention that how we will have to cover the topic. Every day's informations will be important when we will read and when we will discuss the topic. It will be essential for faculty also to enter in class with each and every important informations published before entering the class. Otherwise, quality of study will be impossible. You will find statutory body like National Commission for Women. You know National Commission for Women? Achha, you don't know women body? NHRC you know? Huh? How many of you know now in Parliament we have a bill called National Commission for Men? Because men are exploited by women in last 10 years. You know it? How men are exploited by women? You know how? Men men were killed by women. Yes, that also a fact. And you know better why men are exploited by women or female? You don't know? Okay. So in future you will know that in last 10 years, be careful, last 10 years, male members are very exploited. You are afraid of? So you will be exploited. You are from Bihar? You came here in Delhi for preparation? You are from last 10 years. Okay. So now you will be exploited by female. Oh, okay. So he will manage when anyone will exploit. Fine. But in Parliament, to manage your exploitation, there is one bill called National Commission for Men is pending. In the month of December, in Rajya Sabha that bill came. Why I am sharing with you? Because you will have to know parliamentary business. You will have to know parliamentary proceedings. You will have to know what kind of bills they are going to introduce and why they are going to introduce. That we will have to know. So National Commission for Men bill already introduced in the month of December 2025. Important question for us, not only to know National Commission for Men, but important point is how social equation is changing. How women are going to exploit male members, how they are instrumental behind killing of male members. Right? So women were exploited in past, but nowadays male members are going to be exploited and even going to be eliminated. So that kind of point we will have to discuss. Okay. So this will be your syllabi to cover. And whenever we will discuss this all in class, I will repeat and conclude this part, that your conceptual learning and understanding will be very, very important. So rote learning will not be helpful. It will be very, very important for you to go for your time management as well as your mind management. Now some important technical terms I will have to use with simplification. Time management means what? All of you have 24 hours. Either failed candidate or successful candidates. All of you are enjoying 24 hours. But how you are using 24 hours actually will decide your success and your failure. Every going on moment will not return back in your life. So it will be up to you to utilize your time. How you are utilizing. Approximately 10 lakh students are going to appear. Only 1,000 maximum will be selected. So you are not supposed to prepare simply. You are supposed to prepare with the best. You are not expected to write correct answer. More than 10,000 will write correct answer, but you will have to write the best answer. Only then you will be selected. So your approach must be scientific. It is not like climbing Everest, but it is not a cakewalk. That you will have to know. And that is the bitter truth. So how you are going to manage your mind? Manage your mind means when you are going for a study or 100% attention to study. If you will divert yourself, don't expect success. And if you will expect success, you will cheat yourself. Simply. So if really you want to be in 1,000, you will have to be different from the mass. And if you want to be different from mass, avoid all those mistakes generally students commit. Mistake number 1, completely avoid party politics, casteism, communalism, gender sensitivity, negative, means I am women, I will always support women, I am men, I will always support men, I belong to this caste, I belong to this tribe, I belong to this state, I belong to that state, I belong to this religion, I belong to that religion, I vote this party, I vote that party. If you will do any of them, don't expect selection. Don't expect. You cannot be agent of party, you cannot be agent of caste, you cannot be agent of any community, you cannot be agent of any gender. That is very important in constitution and polity, because everyone give vote, everyone support this party or that party, but inside the class you will have to be careful about this.
Struggling with map-based questions in UPSC prelims. Do rivers, mountains and international locations feel familiar during revision but confusing in the exam? That's where smart mapping classes by Vision IAS make the difference. This goes beyond mechanical memorization. It's an exam-focused, interactive approach to mapping, built specifically for UPSC Prelims 2026. Across 8 structured sessions, you'll master India and world mapping using digital maps, satellite imagery, and visual storytelling, so locations are understood, not guessed. You'll practice with PYQs, quizzes, and mock tests, while strategic memorization techniques ensure accuracy under pressure. By the end of this program, map-based questions won't stand in your way. You'll think spatially, link current affairs to every location, and tackle prelims with complete confidence. It's about time. Own the maps, own your prelims attempt. To register, visit our website or call us on the given numbers.
Second important thing, avoid too many books. I will advise you what kind of material you should cover. Avoid too many books. Already told you, avoid rote learning, cramming. Don't do that. Your approach should be very scientific. Go for 1 hour study, give 5-minute break, and then write in 5 minutes or 10 minutes what you have read and what you can retain. Go for double coding. What is double coding? Write your topics in short and at the same time prepare diagram and flow chart. That will help you in time management. Technically called double coding. So figure essential, diagram essential, flow chart essential, and at the same time whatsoever you have learned in short you will have to write. That is important for you. There is a very clear distinction between reading and rereading and a revision. Most of the time you people read, not revise. Or if revision, then go for rereading, not revision. Revision, it means everything should be in your mind. Don't go for books. The moment you will open any chapter, the whole figure, picture should come in your mind. That is called revision. Vision is different, reading is different. And that kind of art we will have to develop in class. During course of time, there will be no separate class for that. During course of time, you will have to understand and you will understand. Only then time management will be there. As well as the mind management, you will focus. That will be essential. So whenever you are going to prepare, going to appear, suppose when you will appear in 2027 or 28? 28. Okay. So two things I will share with you and after that I will leave. Number one, suppose you will appear in 2028. So you have approximately 2 years, right? In 2 years, how many days? Approximately 700 days. Okay. In 2000, you will find 700 days, right? And any of you, if have seen syllabus, how many topics covering all 4 papers plus optional paper plus essay? Approximately? $100 or more than 100? Give me rough calculation, go for. More than 100? Okay, leave more than 100. 100 only. 100. You will get 7 days for one topic. If you are going to appear in 2028, you have only 7 days for one topic. And that 7 day, 24 into 7 you will not. Sometime festivals, sometime physical problem, etc. So that will be reduced to 3 to 4 days. It means in 2024 when you will 28 when you will appear, for one topic you will get only 3 to 4 days. Be professional. Think in that way. Then you will not enjoy that I have time. No, you don't have. And then you must be careful about your strategic planning. Your strategic planning will be with, in this area only, will be with book number 1 I will share with you. and it will be my very serious advice. The first one is Indian Constitution written by P.M. Bakshi. Indian Constitution by P.M. Bakshi. The most important one, P.M. Bakshi. Second one, that will be sufficient for you, that will be class notes. Third one, institute material. Now, why I am giving emphasis on institute material? Institute material is more than one guide very popular in market. That guide will never allow you to cross 100 marks. Never. Because guide is nothing but a copy paste. And whosoever will prepare the material, of course, will be aware about the guide. So we'll cover that guide also. And every year it will be updated. So go with the material provided by institution, if you will be a student of this institute. I will repeat that guide will never allow you to cross 100 marks. And that's why when you will go through internet, you will find most of the students are less than 100. Most of the students, including former UPSC topper, nowadays IAS, Rajasthan cadre, subject was political science, and score in paper 2 only 84. Only 84. And that gentleman or gentlewoman, whosoever, responsible for popularity of that guide. That guide will never help you to cross that 100 marks. So this 3 will be sufficient, and optional, if optional means if you want to read, you have a sufficient time, like your friend was talking about 2028. So if you want, then book written by B.K. Sharma. B.K. Sharma. This book is a replica of D.D. Basu. Language is very simple. B.K. Sharma was Law Secretary, Government of India. He wrote the book in a simplified version. So whatsoever you will get in D.D. Basu, you will find in B.K. Sharma also. And the second one, students used to ask NCERT, then 11th and 12th. Not required, but if you want, if you have a time, you can go with these 2 books, B.K. Sharma and NCERT of 11th and 12th. Otherwise, from my point of view, these 3 are most important, and this one, Indian Constitution by P.M. Bakshi, is must, not more than anything, right? So with these all books, essential for you if you are going to prepare for 2027, then by end of December, your all 4 GS papers plus optional paper must be completed in every form, writing, reading, prepare, everything. And then in the month of January and February, go for thorough comprehensive revision on those topics which are common in pre and mains. And then March, April and May, mid-May, only for pre. Because after pre, you will not get time to revise. So that should be your strategic plan to cover. And if you will go with that kind of plan, you will move towards your success with perfect strategy. Right? So don't commit mistake any. Number of books, number of materials, you are not for research work. But at the same time, your strategy should be appropriate. Go with time management and mind management. I explained what is time and what is mind. Time will not distinguish your success and failure, but mind management will. Okay? So I hope you got. If you have any doubt, any problem, any question, you can. Otherwise, another faculty will come and exploit you. Any of you have any question? No? Fine. Okay, thank you. Allow me to go.